Guys, it's me, Salagi. I just wanted to show you, I just got a notification for a fire called the Matthews Fire. It's over by, it's on the 15, going up from Fontana, Rialto area. So it's right off the road. Let's see if we can see anything. Nothing there. Some of these are hard to click on. Yeah, that one's unavailable. Why do they do that? That's just... Well, there it is, and they're not gonna let us see it, but it's kind of like right off the... This is a fire that I would say someone... It's maybe a car fire, but it says 3 acres, so it could have been started by a car fire, or this is where I would say possibly a cigarette being thrown out the window at a high speed like that. So yeah, that's what I think may have sparked this, but now there's not really any homes around this area, but still can be a dangerous spot because obviously there's a lot of traffic. It's a freeway and there's some mountains and some shrubs. There is a wash right there, and it's pretty far from civilization. But let's go see what else they say about this fire. It was updated 5 minutes ago. Now I guess there is a picture of it from somewhere. It says the fire is now 3 acres with a moderate rate of speed and a potential for 50 acres per incident command. So they're anticipating that it could grow to 50 acres possibly today. And now it is hot, so I mean, I believe what they say. Let's see if we can see where this camera is being viewed from. Probably this one. Yep. So let's go back 2 hours and see what we can see. Searching right now. There's a lot of haze over there, but maybe it's from this fire. I hope it's something that they can get under control ASAP. It appears to be... I think it probably started maybe less than an hour ago. There it is. So this is a brand new fire, and like I said, I hope they can get it under control before anything else happens. And look at this haze. I really don't think this haze is being caused by this little fire, because it just barely started. And this looks like haze that's been sitting on the floor of the valley all day. There's probably a lot of smog too, because yes, LA still has some smog. Back in the 80s, they used to burn their trash, and we didn't have strict smog laws on the cars, so it has gotten better, I will tell you. It's definitely better than it was back in the 80s. Now let's recap on the ranch fire. It is 85% contained. It's still active, but they have a huge grip on it at this point. Now that's not to say that the wind couldn't kick up and start, you know, the flames back up. But this one basically has not grown since basically last week. So I didn't really do a follow-up video on it because it basically hasn't grown. So what I'm thinking is they probably have a little bit of smoldering going on, which can be dangerous too, because, you know, All it takes is some wind to fan the flames. And there's a few other little fires. There's 14 acres, 46% containment over in, this is the Oak Fire near, there's another ranch fire, different one. This is over by Yosemite National Park. This ranch fire is less than a half acre. Still active. It must have just started 38 minutes ago. Half acre, that's really small. That's like the size of someone's entire plot. If you live in a city, like your whole land might be less than a half acre. So that's not very big, but look, it's in a very dense shrub area, but there's not really any housing. This looks like a campground, so this could have been maybe a campfire that they're trying to get under control. That one looks, these could be little cabins, because I see the cabins. They may or may not be residences. They could just be lodging, just little lodges. Some of these mountainous areas, they don't want people to live there full time here in California. So you can buy one of the vintage cabins, but you can't live there full time. Like, you have to live somewhere else for part of the year. And that's actually a law, because these older vintage cabins, they don't have any plumbing, like sewage and that kind of stuff. So, and they don't want to disrupt the mountain, particularly in the Big Bear area. I don't know about Yosemite, but in the Big Bear area down here in Southern California, they have vintage cabins that you can purchase one, but like I said, you can't be there full time, and they'll end up using them as Airbnb rentals to skirt the whole rule of that. But they don't want to tear the cabins down, because they're obviously vintage, and maybe someone can't really afford to do much else with them. And sometimes they'll let these cabins just fall apart, and that's really sad, because some of them are like old prospector cabins. I've made a couple videos about the dam keeper's house in Big Bear. That's a cool one, but they totally just let it fall apart. So there's more severe fires going on in Oregon, where there's a lot more stuff to burn. This one's kind of a deserty type area in Oregon, so that's not a very big fire. But let's see what's going on closer to the city. 798 acres, 80% containment. That's good. Sunnyside, Alder Springs, 40 acres, still active, no containment. That's not good. This looks like a little farm type community, little farms, and that looks like some lava flow actually. Rowena fire, that's a huge one, about as big as the ranch fire. 24% containment, that's good. 3,563 acres, that's crazy. So the red means level 3 go. Let's see where they have, yeah, they've got some evacuations going on over here, and that's right by the river. I think it's the Columbia, is that the Columbia? Yep, Columbia Gorge. So this area is evacuated, which it doesn't really seem to be too many homes. There's a country club. yeah, this is all like, obviously, if it looks like a state park, Mayor State Park, so it's mostly just campsites, and there's looks like a little community right here. So I imagine if these people they might need to go soon, because look, at some point the roads get cut off if it keeps spreading. And so see right there, it's already almost like they have to evacuate by boat. That's pretty scary. I hope everyone's all right in that area. I hope they already evacuated and everyone's fully aware of the dangers going on, and that they don't even have it under control yet. So, oh, that's the Hood River. Maybe they're the same thing. I can't remember. I lived there for like 2.5 months in Portland about a decade ago, but yeah, I didn't get fluent in the whole area. So it takes longer than that to get to know your surroundings. So that's the same one. What else do we got going on? Let's see. Pomas fire, 363 acres. It's still active, no containment. And there's what it looks like. It looks like it's in the wilderness. Let's see if we can find out which camera they viewed from. One of these. Oh dear. Huh. Alright, so this one appears to be a brand new fire, because it looks like it started maybe less than an hour ago. There we go. About an hour ago. And looks pretty rough. Sorry about that. I don't know what I clicked on. Let's go back. Yeah, that looks like a bad fire. It's already almost 400 acres. So that's the Pomas fire, and it's the Wenatchee National Forest, which, if you've ever been to Oregon, all these areas are super gorgeous and full of trees and grass. Very flammable in dry season. What I notice is when it gets hot temperatures over there, the wildlife is not used to it. Like the trees and stuff, they're not used to it, so they start to wither and brittle quickly, and that's what becomes the fire danger for places like Oregon, because the plants and stuff, they aren't really adapted to Southern California desert temperatures, but they do get those temperatures. And I will tell you, there's places where they don't even have air conditioning, and it's hot. Like, if you live in Southern California, you don't torture yourself like that. You go out and you get yourself a swamp cooler or a window AC. Like, we're not about torturing ourselves, because people just drop dead here in the summertime because of the heat. And I don't know, I don't suggest like the whole world going out and getting ACs, but it might be something that we need to do just to make sure we're surviving. Anyhow, like, if it wasn't for air conditioning, I don't think anyone would be even living in the Southern California desert, because we get temperatures of 120. Sometimes, like, I've actually experienced 130. No joke. And it is no joke. It's just an outrageous, mind-blowing temperature, and stuff starts to warp. Even wood starts to warp, which makes me wonder, like, is that what fuels the fires sometimes? And wow, this is just, I mean, it looks like a lot. They've got a lot of places that are on fire warning right now. So in Arizona, the Knapp Gulch fire, that's only 2.9 acres, 30% containment, very good. And then the Cub fire, 386 acres, active, no containment. Oh, yikes. Oh, they do have a picture. I don't think there's a video, but for anyone that lives out that way, stay safe. It's a national forest, so I don't think anyone's living there. It appears that it's pretty close to Phoenix, but it's still way out, and there's hardly no fuel. So if it does spread, it's probably spreading because of all those little dots right there. A lot of those are those creosote that I was telling you about. There's a lot of those in Arizona too. Just anywhere there's desert, there's gonna be those bushes. I don't know about any other continents, but the American continent, yes, we have creosote bushes. I don't know if they have them in other places, but because I don't, I've been to Mexico when I was a little kid, but that's about it. I haven't gone outside the country enough to know. So here's some stuff. Oh, that's a tiny little fire. Nothing to get crazy about. But they have some, this one's 38,000 acres. Gee whiz. It started by lightning, 0% containment, 35,190. Grass timber. Yesterday, this one started. I'm not going to read all of it, but this is over, I believe, in New Mexico, and that is a huge swath of land. Look at, so let's see this video. Well, at least we know they have air crew fighting it, and it's go level 3 evacuation order. I wonder why it's green. It's normally red. And this is very close to the Gila National Forest and the Gila Wilderness, which is probably going to be close to the reservation too. And this one's huge too. How is it that so much desert? Well, I'm telling you, that creosote bush, I guarantee you, is solely responsible for keeping it going and allowing it to spread. So these are on evacuation order as well. Let's see what they have to say about it.
Good morning. My name is William Dudley with Southwest Team 4 Operations. Going to give you an update of what happened yesterday and what the plan is for today. We'll start off with the current acreage is 18,278 acres. We have 625 firefighters on scene right now and 0% contained. We'll start with Division Alpha. Yesterday, they made pretty good progress getting the 15 road prepped all the way down to the division break and getting the dozer line punched off the 15 down to the private boundary there at the 35 road. That'll help all these switchbacks off when we need to go burn their operation. They also came back up the 15 road and were able to go to the division break and prep the rest of the lines on the 15 road yesterday. Everything on the west side of the 15 road is holding. Late last night, they were able to come in here and burn off the metal road and bring it out to the 15 and back down the 15 to lock this little chunk in. That all got secured last night in Division Alpha. Moving into Division Delta, which is down there in the Nimbus Valley, just west of Roberts Lake. They were able to get all the structural protection and hand lines in place yesterday, so that's all looking pretty good. Moving into Division Foxtrot, which is everything east of Roberts Lake. They were able to also complete all the structure assessment, put all the hand lines in to protect the values at risk, which is all the homes down here in the bottom. That's all looking good. In Division Foxtrot, yesterday they were able to get all the prep done, and late in the evening they were able to go from Division break and bring it west down to the States. That's all holding, so we have black. Continuing getting a catcher's net built, so when it comes down to the 35 road, we'll have a high likelihood of success. Moving into Division Hotel, they were able to hold all the burnout operation yesterday along the 35 road. All that's holding and looking really good. So it's a mop-up process. And also starting to prep out, working around all the structures around Thunderbird Camp and moving down the 35 corridor. They also looked at holding all the lines along the Quebec Road. All that was looking pretty good. And then late in the evening yesterday, they were able to get some retardant in here to kind of buy some time and delay while we get all the prep completed. Yesterday evening, they had a lot of outflow wind about midnight last night. This is pushed out a little bit further into the signal footprint, which is darker gray right here. Division Whiskey was able to go up here on the signal road yesterday and start prepping this little purple line to keep fire north of the signal road there. Today's operations, we're looking at starting back in Alpha. Hold what was burnt last night in Division Alpha. Continue any additional prep along the 15 road. Fire off where needed, moving towards Lake Roberts. In Division Delta, prepare for any firing operations that's needed throughout the day. Division Foxtrot, hold with fire.
All right. Well, that's good. They have a plan. And if you want to see more of that, you can download this Watch Duty app. And they always have updates, which I think is a wonderful tool for both law enforcement, the fire department, EMTs, and also civilians alike. So be sure to download this app and you can stay updated whenever you need to see it. There's plenty of fires around. There's some in Colorado too. Significant. And still nothing in the Midwest except for the remainders of this one that was pretty huge, but it looks like it's almost out. So that's really good news. They've got a handle on this one up in Minnesota. 16,000 acres of forest land. They don't have any videos, at least on this website. So I'm sure there's other websites that perhaps have videos from the personnel that are handling the fires. Oh, there's a loner fire. It's just 1 acre. Well, there's no containment, so hopefully they get a handle on it. Anyways, this is a really good tool for everyone. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for now, even though it looks like a big fire mess out there in the west. Just stay safe and stay aware wherever these fires may be, especially if you're driving through Arizona and New Mexico. It looks like it's pretty scary. So have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.